Welcome everybody to Campaigns Concoctions, where we are a bunch of cacophonous cruds who like to drink and play TTRPGs. We are currently waiting for one of the players to arrive, but as always, we want to say thank you for joining us on this adventure of cooperative storytelling. If you want to get with us in real life, you can hit us in the link in the description, or you can just follow us on Instagram at Campaign Concoctions Pod. But yeah, that's a lot of the things that we're doing. The Discord has got it ebbs and flows. So we've gotten a lot of good stuff. We have some really talented mini painters in there. So if you want to see some really cool minis, go. They're awesome. One of them is Jared, as well as I forgot his name. The guy he shouted out last week. He's fucking phenomenal. He's got great stuff. So yeah, go check out the Discord. Get involved there. Most of our recipes, including some that we don't talk about on the episodes, some that we do at home, are all there. So go check that out. But speaking of cocktails, we have drinks. And my friends, what are we drinking tonight?
So speaking of ones that we usually throw up on Discord first, I made that again to share with the guys. I don't have a name for it other than not Mountain Dew.
I like it.
Because it looks like Mountain Dew without bubbles currently.
It very accurately does, yes.
But it's 1.5 ounces of the Kino green tea gin, half an ounce of Midori, about 1/3 of an ounce of lemon juice, and 1/3 of an ounce of honey syrup. Shake with ice, and then strain over a large cube. This time I did express a lemon peel around it, and it made it slightly better.
It's a delicious drink.
Yeah, it is definitely good. Like a sweet summer kind of fruity style.
Yeah, for sure.
But it is
very refreshing.
Very Mountain Dew neon green.
Yeah.
And I made I would say it's similar to a Manhattan with a little bit of extra stuff in there because it's got three ingredients, and it's got 2 ounces of the Woods oaked gin. It's got 3/4 of an ounce of apricot liqueur. And it's got 1 ounce of Coca Americano.
Nice.
And it's got 2 dashes of Angostura bitters. It's stirred in a glass, put over a large rock with a lemon twist and a Luxardo cherry. And
quite delightful.
Yeah,
quite delightful.
It's very sippy.
Yep.
And then continuing my trend of just drinking classics, I made a Martinez tonight, which is 1.5 ounce of gin, 1.5 ounce of maraschino liqueur, 1/4 of an ounce of sweet vermouth, and then the recipe I have went a little bit over the top on bitters, which will shock no one how much I enjoy it. It was 1/4 ounce of orange bitters. It's supposed to actually be made with Old Tom gin. I didn't have any, so I used, as always, my go-to, which is the Family Jones house gin, and it is, as Curtis would like to say, delightful.
Family Jones. Literally everything they make is delicious.
Yes.
Yeah. Family Jones, sponsor us.
Please. I actually mean that. Please sponsor
for real.
us. Hey, they liked one of our Instagram posts the other day. So.
And yeah, every single one of our sponsors, I want them to sponsor us.
I'd take Coca-Cola.
I'd take any sponsor. I like money.
Yeah. Big fan.
Big fan of money.
I wouldn't mind winning capitalism.
Yeah.
But I think that's all of our drinks. And I didn't ask beforehand, which is shocking. But does anyone have anything they want to pitch or they want to shout out before we get going tonight? I will take that deafening silence as a no. And we will now roll into the last time that we were together. The party began to search for the cave entrance of where they had learned that the mortar and pestle of the three ladies was possibly located. After a short search, they were able to find a cavern entrance which had some magic lingering behind it. Not too far inside of that entrance, you saw a Stargate-looking thing that had an inky blackness with swirling silver moving between it.
And
After quite a bit. What was that?
You did science to figure out what it was.
Yeah, you threw shit at it.
I threw rocks through it.
Yeah.
Science.
That's what I was about to say. After some very scientific,
We didn't write it down, so we were really just fucking around.
That's fair.
after some very scientific experiments on it, you found out that it was a portal to a separate plane. And after moving through the cave into a more exposed area, you came to find that you had exited into a plane between two of the more legendary locales in what is known as the In-Between, Shadowfell and the Feywild. After dredging your memories and everyone taking a bit of terror from the fact that where you are, you noticed that there was a lake surrounded by trees. After some more initial investigation, where you found the lake included some weird dead fish that would not move. They kind of stayed where they were. They didn't float to the top. They didn't sink to the bottom. You noticed a darkened house next to a large rock outcropping with a small waterfall entering into it. On initial inspection, it looked quiet, and then all of a sudden, Sid decided that she wanted to misty step onto the porch, at which point creaking of wood happened, and some spindly chicken legs began to pop out of the hut. And that's where we left off.
On the Baba Yaga. We spent way too much time at that portal, I'm not going to lie.
We narrated it.
We did. Oh, yeah, Skell did.
Also a bunch of time underwater. Yeah.
Bunch of time underwater.
And some of it in swimming through mud.
Look, I'm a very good swimmer. All right.
In salt water.
I can even swim through mud.
That's the way. Is it with the rest of the party at this point,
This
correct?
is not with the party, as Patrice attempted to turn around after they had gotten into the in-between and say something snarky about salt water versus fresh water, and that's when the party noticed that SOA was not there.
Yep.
Who's that?
Who is that?
Who is that, Carl?
There we go. There's our last member. So talk about perfect timing, family. We have everyone here. I hope that's the same.
Call it Morgan.
Carl is our herald.
Yes.
He announces when you arrive.
Yes.
That's how it works.
He's
Carl
also
is the best herald and the bestest boy.
and
He's also a potato.
he's
He
also a
is,
potato.
he is a loaf of potato.
Yeah, potato loaf.
So, as
Just pure
at this particular moment,
and starch.
the legs of the house haven't fully extended. So you have a Sid on a porch that is hanging on for dear life as the house raises. I believe, if I remember right, Sark is sneaking and peeking around on kind of the left-hand side of the house. And I think Scald may have been following.
Yes.
And then everyone else minus SOA was standing in front of the house as Sid began to pop up there on... Oh, yeah. Also, fun fact, the light kind of... The two windows kind of make eyes as the light has popped on there. So I'm gonna, before we roll initiative, I'm gonna give you guys one chance to do kind of like a reaction. You can choose one of three things. You can choose something. Or four things, I'd say. You can move. You can take an action. You can take a bonus action or a reaction. You can take any one of those, but you cannot do all of them. This is kind of like a reverse surprise round where you get a choice to do one of those things, and I will let you guys have it.
We are under an hour in the Fey, or the in-between, right?
I'd say probably a little bit, because of the time that you guys spent investigating the water and all that stuff. I'd say you're either right there at an hour or just a little bit past, because there was some time walking as well.
I am going to run forward and try to get on the porch.
Okay, so that'll be an athletics or acrobatics check. It's going to be difficult, I will say that, because it's probably about 10 feet.
Natural 1.
Yay!
We're getting the board out of the way early.
First roll.
First roll.
Drink, motherfucker, drinks.
Somebody get our friend a drink here. Hey, there's a drink right in front of you, buddy.
That's not how line of die are supposed to work. Oh, shit.
Cheers.
There's a couple of them to try.
So in a very similar fashion to you're having a rough day, Skull.
Yes,
No.
I am.
You're having a very rough day. You take a couple of steps and you just kind of leap towards the edge of the porch, and you look like the title of White Men Can't Jump.
Yeah.
Like, you get about 3 inches off the ground, and it looks like someone reached out and grabbed you.
Light, so that checks out.
I feel like there's like a comic book onomatopoeia that comes out when you hit the ground.
Yeah. It literally spells woof. Yeah.
It's WHOO.
Yeah, exactly. WHOOPH. Woof. Yeah.
To combine with.
So
Yep.
there's Scald's thing.
And I'm laying face down in the mud for the second time in the last 10 minutes.
Patrice would like to pull out his bone flute and play a tune.
Just gonna play music.
Yeah, I think that's what he's gonna do.
Make a performance check for me, please.
All right.
Bye, Sid.
I borrow a die.
Yeah.
You want mine?
No.
No, weird.
Shocking.
Oof.
Look, I already rolled the one out of mine. You fucked up.
Did
this
I
time.
become proficient with the flute with working with our buddy SOA?
I don't think we've said that yet, so I'd say no for right now.
13.
13.
13.
So
That's pretty bad.
the rest of you hear it's haunting. It's a haunting sound that comes out of this flute, and it actually sounds quite good, but there are the occasional flubs of notes. Like he doesn't quite get it 100% right, but it does sound quite nice. But nothing seems to happen.
Got it.
I want to take a moment to look around at everything but the house.
Okay, give me a perception check.
It's a 15.
So as you look around, it doesn't seem that there's anything else spectacular that is changing when it comes to the rest of the landscape or anything like that. But I mean, the one thing you do see, like small creatures that are moving away to the left and to the right. You know, just kind of just like escaping this massive thing that is happening. So, but yeah, you're not noticing any kind of spectacular, like drastic changes to the environment or anything else that seems to be popping up.
Okay.
Do the legs look organic?
They look like chicken legs, like kind of orangish, kind of like burnt bronze kind of thing. They look like oversized chicken legs.
I'm gonna cast Shatter on one of the knees.
Oh, okay. What does it need to do?
Con save.
Con?
Yep.
Bring a house, make a con save.
If it's made of inorganic material, it has disadvantage, which is why I was asking.
Well, I gotta look at my stat block here.
You have a leg stat block? It's pretty awesome.
No, I do, but I do have a stat block for the hut.
Okay.
I know what that is.
So even though it looks organic, it is not, because this is a construct.
So it has disadvantage on its con save.
It does or does not?
It does have disadvantage.
As a construct, it's because it's not organic.
A creature made of inorganic material has disadvantage on this
Okay.
saving.
Okay. Hold on, let me roll that. I rolled the exact same, so it's 14.
Does not save.
Okay.
It takes the full 3d8.
Nice.
I'll take that.
She rolled 3 8s.
7, 7, and 5.
Ooh, that is good.
19.
Yeah. So it takes the full 19 damage in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on its knee.
How close is Jared?
Probably about. He's probably out, or she's probably outside of that blast range at this point. So you watch as you cast the spell and it hits, and poof, you see chunks of it. It's kind of incongruous to the way it looks, right? It's wood, or it looks like organic chicken legs, but wood splinters are what pops up. And you watch as the knee kind of caves a little bit, but then it slowly catches itself and it continues to stand. Sid, you're the last one. Before you do anything, though, I need you to roll a dexterity save to see if you stay on the porch.
One.
Natural one?
No. 2 minus 1 equals 1.
Okay.
Unnatural.
A dirty one.
That's a dirty one right there.
Dirty one.
Playing games with dice today.
Yeah.
So after you watch, I don't know if you probably couldn't see it, but you hear the sound of L's shatter spell hit the knee, and it just sounds like wood cracking under immense pressure. And then you feel as instead of just kind of this steady rise of the hut, you feel this little wobble. And so what happens is you just you've lost your footing. Like normally you're pretty sure-footed, like, after all your time, moving around and doing all the things that you have done, perhaps a little bit of your age has caught up to you and you go weak in the knees as you feel the ping of 20 plus years of military service, and you tumble to your left as that's kind of the pitch of the of where the porch is, and you fall off and you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall from the porch to the ground. You land on your back.
Where's it?
Okay.
Did I have a chance to see anything before it fell off? Like look inside the door?
Not really, because as soon as your feet touched the deck is when all this started. It was instantaneous.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Worth an ask.
And then you also get one of the actions. So you can choose. You can move. You can do an action, a bonus action, or a reaction. Either of those 4.
You could also stand up.
Yeah. That's true. I think Sid's just gonna stand up, probably.
Okay, so that's your one thing. So I need everyone now to go ahead and roll initiative.
Hey, that's a hell of a lot better. When it doesn't matter.
Morgan, am I part of everyone?
Take it.
I'm not part of everyone, right?
No.
You're in timeout. I
think I know where I am.
I could not handle another nat 1 right now.
Also, can at any point say,
The hell? Can I? I rolled a nat 20.
What was the? Are we doing?
Hey!
Drink, motherfucker, drink, motherfucker, drink. What's that?
Motherfucker, drink!
That I can drink to.
Yeah.
A nat 20.
20.
I cannot drink to a nat 1.
Sorry, I had to catch up for it. Cheers.
What's your total?
And I'm
My drink is done because it was too delicious.
Oh no.
It's a good problem to
Hold
have.
on to that one. It's a spare.
Oh, grab yours.
I got it.
Okay. 20 to 25s.
Dustin's 22. I'm 21.
Okay.
22, Skald 21.
Yeah.
Patrice got a 19.
Anyone else in the 15 to 20 range?
I have a 17.
Sark with a 17.
And then what do you got, Sid?
13.
That's our best initiative rolls of all time.
That's a monster initiative roll. So,
Thank Jeebus. Jeebus the Napper.
hail Eostra.
What about Pashka?
That one works too. I just like Northern European Fey-ish gal who runs around with bunnies and steals eggs.
Pashka did that stuff too, but she's from the Middle East.
That's what I'm saying. I was mostly Northern Europe. So, all right, guys. So first up, we have L. You watch as the house is fully extended on its legs, and it looks like it's about to start running up over that rock thing. And for some reason, when I'm talking, I can't hear you guys. So like.
You don't want to hear it. It's fine.
You don't want to hear it.
Curtis said that one quietly enough for you to not hear.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And very much on purpose.
Very intentional. Curtis is keeping it from you.
Don't hold it against our
Punish him in the game. Punish him in the game.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I don't know what was said, so I can't really judge.
I said you can't make this intelligence damage.
Yeah, I said that you like Middle Eastern women when they're packing. Because there's that one group of women that you met out in the were
Peshmerga.
Yes,
Peshmerga, yeah.
you spoke highly of them.
Always will.
Yes.
So L, you're up first. Did you also roll for your turret?
I
Or
forgot
does
I
that
had.
go on your turn?
I believe that operates after my turn. Let me double
Okay,
check.
because that was something you did do is you placed it right before Sid did Misty Step.
Turret.
Yeah.
Artificer.
I mean, it makes sense. I'm just like, it's new to me, and
He's got a saw, yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So this isn't the one you guys have seen me using before.
Yeah.
Used before.
New turret.
Well, you've seen it once before.
L is now
Yes, it
over.
operates at the end of my turn.
Okay, perfect.
So I am going to. Is Sark is still stealth, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll.
No, you rolled a monster stealth roll before. Like I remember that it was like over like 25.
Okay. I could have. I could have rolled a 25. That would have been a 17 on the die.
Yeah. I feel like that's correct. I feel like it was 25 or so.
18
Alright.
may have been the first time I stealthed.
Mm-hmm. That changes what I'm going to do then.
I would say I'm in the ether, but we're in the in between. So
How far away from the shack am I?
You guys were all the furthest away anything was 30 feet.
Cool. And it hasn't moved yet?
It's just stood up.
Okay.
It takes a minute. It's old and creaky, just like me.
Then I'm going to cast Grease at its feet.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yes.
And it must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
Probably gonna fail because that's an 11.
Yep.
It's taking. Hold on, I got it because it's so tall. It does receive some fall damage because it's falling more than 10 feet. So it takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage as it falls, half. So take from that what you will.
Oh, then I'm gonna have. Let me double check movement on this. Awesome. I'm gonna have it move 15. My turret move 15 feet forward, and cast a 15-foot cone of flame at it.
Okay. And what does it need? Does it need to do anything?
Every creature in the area must make a dexterity saving throw.
So that's going to include. We'll say it includes Sid as well.
She is on the porch.
She.
Well, she fell straight down from the porch, but she's pretty much right there.
I couldn't get it close enough to exclude Sid.
That's okay.
You said dexterity saving throw.
Failed.
Dex save, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a 13.
Nope.
7. Nope.
Okay.
Not bad.
I will take that.
Well above average.
Yeah. That is 13 damage.
Ooh, nice.
And I don't know how the grease is interacting, but the whole 10-foot square patch of grease that it slipped on is also now on fire,
Hold on real quick. Let me look up that spell.
as well as possibly it.
I mean, it is in the grease.
Am I in the grease?
Possibly.
10 foot.
Probably are.
Yeah. Well, if it was depending on how
house is
big
probably-
the house is.
Yeah, I would
It's
think.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have tried to keep you out of the grease if at all
I think
possible.
that's possible. At least not.
It would have been possible to keep her out of it.
It would have to be a large creature.
I'm not seeing anything here about this being flammable.
Grease?
Not all grease is flammable.
Yeah, no. I get that.
Roll a D100 for me to see if this is flammable or not.
Oh, you're right. It doesn't say that. I just assumed. All zeros.
Okay. So it is not.
Cool. So no grease on fire. I don't know if the house is on fire.
Let me
Right.
roll something. That one.
We don't have to look at it like, is this flammable?
Nope. I know.
So the house did not catch fire, but it is very much singed. Is there anything else you got going there, L?
If there's anything that I can take cover behind within 30 feet of me, I will.
Yep, there's plenty of trees. So you can go to the left, kind of towards where Sark headed off, which even you're having a hard time seeing him because he's so fucking sneaky right now. But yeah, you can easily find a tree to kind of take cover behind.
Cool. I'm gonna do that.
All right, next up is Skell.
I reach my left hand out, and a pool of inky blackness appears between the creature's legs, and tentacles reach out and wrap around its legs. And I need it to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. You gotta change dice because I'm rolling like shit. There we go. That's a 29.
That'll do it.
Don't change the dice. Oh, we got.
Hey, you know what? When you're a DM, you always are trying to lose. Not like intentionally, obviously. Like you want your players to win. So every once in a while, let me have a fucking good roll, okay?
So that's a bonus action.
Okay.
Challenge. There's only one natural one.
Hold on 1 second here, sorry.
You're good.
Yeah, one natural one and one dirty one.
And then we've had one natural 20.
Frustrated, Skeld reaches his hands out again, and a second pool of inky blackness appears, and more tentacles come out. I need it to roll a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That's a 19.
It's still gonna save. Hold on one second. Alright, well, it doesn't say that it does anything on a fail, so...
What's the spell?
Black tentacles. Yeah, it says succeed or.
Everts.
Yeah. But both pools of tentacles are still there, so.
Yep. Cool. Awesome. So next up is going to be Patrice.
Patrice. He's gonna cast web,
Okay.
and has it started to move at all? Not yet.
It has not. It's just it's actually it's fallen down. So like it's on the back. So like the porch is actually it's kind of in a weird spot, right? So it's like in a position that a house should not be. It's on its fucking side.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast web at its legs.
Okay.
That's a dexterity saving throw.
Web.
That's a 5.
Great. On a failed save, the creature is restrained as long as it remains in the webs or until it breaks free. A creature restrained by the webs can use its actions to make a strength check against your spell DC. And then what's this one? I think that's it. I'm gonna move closer to my friend Sid, probably about 15 feet away from Sid.
Okay. How far?
15 feet away from Sid.
Okay. I thought you said 50. I was like, dang, man, you were moving away.
Dipping out.
Bye.
And Sid probably also. Did you get hit by the web?
How big is it?
20-foot cube. So it's
You
like-
I think you could do it because it's laying prone.
Yeah.
It's about 30 feet. The legs are about 15 feet tall, and then the building itself is probably about another 15, 20 feet. So you can work it so Sid is not. And I always assume that you guys are doing that, right? That's always
Yeah.
the thing, right?
That makes sense.
So. All right. Anything else, Patrice?
Oh, that's my turn.
Sark, you're up. If you can't tell, I rolled shit for initiative.
I think Sark staying stealth is going to try and see if there's like a back door or a back window and just kind of continue moving around.
Well, part of the one thing with that is you got to remember that it is so the
Inside.
front door is facing up, back is actually on the ground.
It's a side window.
Sark's going to get on the roof then and try and ride the roof when it tries to stand back up.
Okay, so the roof is not necessarily up, right? So
If
I
it's
just want to just give you a view. So when you're
Everything, yeah.
like
so it's more like the peak of the gable is perpendicular to the ground. So
Yeah.
it sits like
Or-
this. Yeah, so
Okay.
you can easily do it. I just want you to know what it is that you're looking at. I'm not saying that you can't do it. I just want to give you a good visual. So this one's going to be a separate stealth check to get up there.
if I'm moving onto the house, I'm not going to try and do it stealth.
Okay.
I'm looking to get into the house before we finish burning it to the ground at the moment.
Sorry.
So So I'm just gonna try and get. Yeah, I'll try and get on the roof area, the flat part where the gables are first, and then try and go in. And we'll see how this goes.
So you're gonna need to make an athletics check, because I know that's what you're gonna, or an acrobatics, whichever one works for you, to just kind of jump and run, because there is, you're having to move in such a way to avoid all of this difficult terrain. So I just want to make sure that you see what I'm saying.
Very valid. Grease and webs and tentacles everywhere.
And fucking fire and a prone Sid.
Yeah, it does.
That's a 17.
Okay, cool. And then as you're trying to get onto this thing, what else are you taking? Any traditional actions, or are you trying to do something else?
I'm just looking to try and get into the house,
What we can do then is we'll say that you can take an action to try and get in either one of the two windows or to the door that is ajar, and then that will be a dexterity check.
Okay, just dexterity plus 5. It's a 19.
Okay. So you do this really cool thing. So like you're kind of moving and dancing and everything, and you do this as you kind of jump to go and initially grab on where the gable is. You see that the door has kind of swung down, so it's now sitting ajar and it's empty. And it's weird because the two windows are alight, but the door is not. So you kind of press off the roofing materials and just kind of jump and dive into the door. And as you kind of tumble in and land on the back side, what you see is that everything is still maintained in place as if the building was standing upright.
Hell yes.
Right? So the chairs, the tables, there's a bunch of shelving with glass things. Go ahead and make a perception check for me real quick.
They've got multi-dimensional shock absorbers. Inertial damage.
Inertial damage.
16.
Yeah.
What was that?
16.
You see what appears to be 3 corpses sitting, kind of sitting askance on within this space.
Okay. I'll wait.
Okay.
I'll just end my turn there. I'll have to figure things out from that point.
Cool. Cool things happen. Now, if you guys tell me you want to do cool things, I'll try and find a way to make it happen. Now, Sid, you're up.
I will
prone.
I've
You
been watching.
are. What was that?
I've been watching a lot of Bourne, so I'm all about the weird parkour.
Born
spy
with a
stuff.
B. With a B.
No, I got that. Jason.
Yep.
Yeah, that's all right. I watched John Wick 3 today, so
It's in store.
Alright.
I'm with you. Sid, you're up. You were prone, and you just got scorched by L's flame turret. You have little sparks of flame on underneath your armor in your exposed clothing that are not covered by armor.
Yeah. Sid's gonna Misty step up to the door again and drop in. Is it 30 feet? Can I get up there? Is it less than 30 feet? How?
Yeah, I'm doing math. Yeah, you should be able to.
Okay.
Was that a bonus action? An action?
Action.
So you misty step just above where just to the left of the door, and you stand on the wall,
Yeah.
and then you can jump into the building, the small hut from where you're at.
I'll do that.
Okay. Go ahead and make an acrobatics or athletics check, whichever one you want.
Nice. There we go. Athletics. That's a 23.
Nice. So as you jump and land, you feel the creak in your hips and knees, especially after falling. But you stand and you do a perfect superhero landing, right?
Louder than the old wood.
Right, exactly.
So Sid does a perfect landing and then uses her warhammer to eke herself up straight.
Right.
So Sark, you hear the creak, and at first you think it's wood, and then you realize, oh fuck, that's Sid's knees.
Right.
So good.
Wait, people do that too?
So it's gonna start looking around for specifically the mortal and pestle.
All right, so it's gonna be it's a little weird because of the way that the house is oriented. So you're standing on the back wall right now, and everything is kind of twisted 90 degrees. So you still can do it. I just want you to know it's gonna be a little bit more difficult. So it's gonna be an investigation check, please.
Okay.
Nice.
I think it's flat 16.
There's so much in this house. It's kind of hard to make sense of it. You have you're familiar with a lot of it, even though you don't use these kind of components as the nature of your spell. Like you're not like a wizard or something like that. So like components aren't a big initial part of your spell, but you recognize what they are. These are a lot of you see like jars of frogs' legs, and then you see eyes, and like all the traditional like witchy crazy stuff that you hear in the fairy tales, as well as books, as images, but you're struggling. You're not seeing it right away. You don't see anything that looks like mortar and pestle right away. So we're gonna count that though as your action to look for the item.
Yeah. Can Sid move herself into like a corner somewhere, like where it'd be easier to stay upright, like
So
to brace?
where you landed, just to give you a little bit more visual. You see that you've landed pretty close to Sark. There is as you stand up directly. If you stand up directly in front of you, you'll see there's a shelving unit that kind of comes up towards the door, and behind you there's a table and 3 chairs, and then walls of shelving along with both that far, what would be the left wall as you're looking at the face from the front of the house, and then the wall in between the windows and all that. And then there's this small door that leads kind of to another back room. And then if you're looking through that shelving unit that I initially described, you see a small set of stairs that leads up to what looks like an attic between the gables of the roof. So that's what you're seeing. So you can move. You're kind of in a corner now between that back wall of the room and the shelving unit.
I think I'm gonna move. Knowing that, I'm gonna move towards the back room.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you can make it to that corner. You'll have to kind of step over the door to get to the corner, but yeah, you can totally do that.
Cool. All right, cool. That's my turn.
All right, so it is now the Hut's turn.
As soon as it starts, it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Thank you. Ooh. That is an 18.
Just barely makes it.
Is it good? Does it do anything?
Fine. It's fine from me.
Now it's going to use its action to try and free itself from the web, and I believe that's a strength saving throw.
Saving throw.
That is a 24.
That makes it saving throw.
It can move.
And so it's going to stand up, and it's going to take half of its movement.
And it needs another dexterity saving throw because it entered the spot where the grease is.
That's awesome. A 6.
It fails. It falls.
Does it fall prone again?
Yep. It's also on double difficult terrain.
Yeah, mine is difficult terrain, and so
is mine, and so is the grease.
Yeah,
so
it's
it
triple.
takes 4 points of damage, halved to 2.
Could have made it a foot and a half on its turn anyways if it had not failed.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been able to really go anywhere, so...
I see Sid like holding on to something and starts just like waiting to roll with whatever's going on. Like,
Yeah.
So here's what happens for those of you on the inside.
Yeah. It's a real question.
The house rotates, so it's upright in its proper positioning, right? And then all of a sudden, very, very quickly, it falls back 90 degrees, and then the whole thing falls. I need both of you guys to make a dexterity saving throw, please, to see how you recover from this as well.
Oh man! This need to make me drink more Malort.
I can't see into the house, can I?
Not from where you are at, no.
Another dirty one.
Okay.
Got a 23.
So Sark has no problem kind of going with the flow and he kind of surfs the corner, that corner between the wall and the floor.
Mm-hmm.
But Sid, you hit pretty hard, and you're going to take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. You fall against the back wall.
How much?
6. So for anyone else, the only 2 windows that any of you guys have been able to see have been the 2 front windows at the front of the house. I hope you guys aren't saying anything important. I see mouths moving and I can't hear you.
Talking about monks being stupid at not being able.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, but for some reason it cuts out the audio for you guys.
It's
I will
just
check
Zoom.
my settings.
Yeah.
Zoom does that shit.
Yeah, I think that once this subscription runs out, we're gonna move to another platform. I got a couple of ideas, so. Zoom, don't sponsor us, please.
Yeah, please don't, Microsoft.
Yeah.
You can send us money, but we're not going to say your name.
Or
No.
use your product if we can avoid it.
Yeah, but you can send us money.
Yeah, send us money. Buy us booze.
Yeah, if Microsoft sends us booze, we'll talk about the booze they send us.
Yeah. And we'll
not
say
gonna talk about that.
we'll say thank you, Microsoft, for this booze.
Anyways, yep, no, I can't find anything, so I don't know what it is.
No worries, we'll get it figured out later. So, that is the entirety of the hut's turn.
Yeah, sure is.
So, back up to the top of the round with L.
You definitely saw me go in the house.
Yeah.
You also saw Sid go in the house.
It seemed to work well before. He's gonna use cast Shatter on the knee again.
Okay.
Same knee if he can.
Say again.
Same knee for a con save.
It's a deck save?
On.
Con save. That is a 14.
Nope. 16. Let me get 3 of those. That's 13 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have my little flamethrower waddle a little bit closer and then light it on fire again. Specifically aiming for the legs where I know people are not.
And then I need to make a deck save.
I believe so. Let me double check.
Yeah, those decks.
It's prone. Does it get
John,
disadvantage
yes.
or anything?
Dex.
Player's handbook.
13.
Off the top.
Like,
What was it?
It's fine.
1-3.
Nope. So it will also take fucking 2 points of fire damage.
Ouch.
but
Both ones.
it shot a little hard the first time. It hasn't quite fully gassed back up.
All right, Scald, you're up.
So the smaller group of tentacles lashes out at the legs again, and I
Okay.
need another strength saving throw.
That's a 23.
Still gonna succeed. I reach my hand out and shoot 2 blasts of void at it, at its knee. Same knee that he's been shooting at. That's gonna be a 19 and a 20 to hit. Both dirty.
And that does like force damage, right?
Believe so. Yes, force damage.
And how much was it? What was it?
2 different hits, but I believe both hit. It is a 19 and a 20 to hit, and
Yep,
I
they
will
both hit.
damage right now. That's going to be 12 plus 9, so 21 total damage.
Perfect. Okay.
And I'm going to move closer to it. I'm going to be within like... I'm going to get within like 20 feet of it.
Perfect.
Question, because it just occurred to me. Did the flamethrower hit the webs?
The webs were after the flamethrower.
Not
He
just
just-
from
he just-
flamethrower
he
again.
just shot flamethrower.
Yeah, then if he flamethrower there, then he's gonna take an extra 2d4 damage, and the webs are gonna go away. So let me roll that.
Good catch.
Good catch, yeah.
That one's cocked.
I like webs for that reason.
Yeah, it's not a bad deal.
6 fire damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Good catch, Nate.
No, I haven't used that before at all.
So I'm not concentrating anymore.
Right.
Now it's only on doubly difficult
Interesting.
terrain.
Okay.
All right, Scald, I believe, is that it for you?
That's gonna be it for me. Yeah.
All right, Patrice, you're up next.
It's assuming he can still stand up.
Cool. Well, that changes what I'm gonna do. I think I'm just going to. I'm gonna quicken a firebolt, so it takes a bonus action.
Okay.
I make a ranged spell attack. If it's prone, does it get do I get disadvantage on the shot?
You get advantage on it.
It's a ranged spell.
Yeah, you get advantage on it because it's. Oh no.
It's like it's big enough that it would count, because that's the thing. Size-wise, it may disengage, but prone, standard beings when prone gain disadvantage from ranged attackers as rules as written.
But it's also restrained currently. No, it's not restrained because of the web. That went away.
Not there anymore.
So it's just a normal attack.
All right. Let's roll for the fences there. Yeah. That's gonna be a 25.
That hits.
Which is a 1d10 fire damage. I'm gonna shoot at that knee.
Okay.
That's 7 fire damage, and I'm going to use my outer essence shard, the chaotic outer essence shard, which means I choose one creature that takes damage from the spell. If I use a meta magic, and because I quickened it, then I use the meta magic. Target has disadvantage on attack rolls and all ability checks made before the start of my next turn.
Got it.
And now I have an action.
Saves aren't ability checks.
What am I gonna do?
Because otherwise that would just be me.
I'm gonna
I don't
cast.
even know if skills count as ability checks.
I can't see Sid. I'm gonna shoot a fireball at it. Why not?
Or bolt.
Let's shoot a fireball at it. It needs to make a dexterity.
Fireball or firebolt?
Ball.
Okay. I was just double checking.
Yeah. Fireball has a 20-foot radius. Is anybody within that radius?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Careful Spell. So that John takes. No, if John's too close. No, I'm not gonna cast a fireball. I'm just gonna cast a firebolt again.
I'm 20 feet away from its feet.
Yeah, that's where I want to shoot it.
There's literally
It's
half
15
half of the
feet
people
long.
are inside of it. I don't know
I'm
why we
shooting at
thought
its
fireball was
knee
a
with
good
a
idea.
firebolt again. The firebolt does. I had a 27 on
Yep.
the die.
I said it.
Okay,
that's
almost a. It was a 19 on the die, 27 total. So I got another D10. That's a 9 fire damage to its kneecap.
Okay.
And I didn't use meta magic on that, so I can't do a thing.
Well
That's
done. All right, next up is Sark on the inside of the house.
Did the corpses move like we did with the house, or are
The
they
only
more?
thing that moved within the house were the two of you.
Okay. I want to quickly just kind of like run and touch each of them. And
Okay.
Kind of like the maiden, the mother, and the crone. Like, do they look like that? As I like, and I'm also making sure they're not illusions by like physically touching them.
They're physically there, and make it an investigation check for me, please.
It's a 21.
So yes, it's really hard to tell at first, but eventually you can tell that, and this mostly comes just from your study of human bodies, as you've gone through your history of always trying to figure out what's going on with it, kind of like that weird medical training that you've done. But yeah, you can get the sense that one is a kind of like late teenage, early 20s girl. One is kind of like maybe late 20s, anywhere between late 20s to early 40s. And then the third one is going to be probably in the 60s or older. And you can get a sense that they all have looked very similar to each other.
Okay, so I'll give this to you, and you can decide whether Sark knows it or not. These seem to be the owners of the house. So through guessing laws and then realizing the house is a construct, I basically want to tell the house that we're here to help its owners, despite the idiocy of my friends. Kind of in the, I'm sorry that you startled my friends, but we are kind of here to help you out and don't want to blow you up. Despite what they're doing.
You don't get any kind of response from the house. Like, you do get the sense that maybe it heard you, but there doesn't seem to be any change.
We're gonna have to
Total 2.
Okay. Sid probably heard me talk to the house because I would have said it out loud. But I'll do that as my action and movement, is just running around checking the bodies and doing that.
Cool. Sounds good. So, Sid, you're up. And you just watched all of that happen.
All right. So Sid is going to first quicken false life and cast it at 3rd level.
Yeah.
Let's roll by 1d4. 3 plus 4 is 7 plus 10. 17 10 hit points. And then did I move when the house moved? Did I fall away from the doorway I was going?
No,
for?
you're still in the same spot you were. You just land. You couldn't keep yourself upright.
I'm gonna try to go. I'm gonna go through the doorway, and see what's in there. The back doorway.
So you open the door,
Yeah.
and you see what looks to be a back storage room.
Drop ice in it.
Just crates and like random shit.
Well, it's kind of hard to see because it's dark. So, yeah, there's not much. There's not much there that you can see. You also just took a pretty big fall. So, and you're also again looking down into a room that is not properly upright.
I'm scrambling across the furniture to check bodies that didn't move.
So I'm just gonna yell to Stark. This is a storage room. Probably nothing. I wouldn't think important back here. Maybe. I mean, I don't know.
Sark's more focused on the bodies at the moment.
Okay.
And the fact that he's riding a house from the inside.
Great. Sark is very happy.
Oh, it's a blast, but he's
Yeah,
very,
having
like,
a real good
focused.
time. Having a real good time.
Okay, and that will be my turn, I think.
Okay, so it's now the house's turn.
I'm Spider-Man in space right now.
It needs to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Damn it. That is a 10.
It fails, and when it fails, it is restrained. In addition to which, sorry, I didn't expect it to ever fail. It needs to take 3d6 bludgeoning damage. 3, 6, 12 bludgeoning damage. And it is restrained.
Okay, so it now cannot stand up.
It can use its action to make a strength or dexterity check against my spell save DC again. I think.
No.
Based on my reading of the spell.
So this is kind of based off of the fact that it made a roll that didn't go in your guys' favor when Sark talked to it. It's going to take its 2 attacks, or one of its 2 attacks, because it can't kick anybody right now. But
No,
it is going to use... I need Sid and Sark to roll D10s and tell me who's got the lower number.
I like this. I like this approach a lot.
Jared out of 10.
Okay, so the hut is going to use its Gaping Maw attack on Sark.
Amazing.
All right, this will be fun.
That's a natural 1.
Drink, motherfucker, drink.
Motherfucker, drink.
There we go.
Cheers.
And I had that cocktail perfectly. I was out of booze.
Right?
Cheers.
It's such a good.
So I just wanted to say that Matt just made a James Bond Martinez.
Yeah, basically.
Shaken, not stirred.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I love
Okay.
it.
So nothing happens.
Sure.
That's its turn. Go ahead and back to the top with Sark.
L.
Yes, L. That's what I meant.
Yeah, it's wonderful. That's
You're used to Sark being first. That's not wrong.
I was tempted to take alert, so I had the +5 to initiative.
Right?
And then it would be a +10.
Hold on, God was doing weird things.
It does that sometimes.
Morgan, you inspired me. I made
like that.
a Martinez.
It's good, man. It's a really good cocktail.
I haven't had one in years, and I was like, that sounds so nice right now.
It was
Yeah,
a first for me. I'd never had it, and it's really, really good. I'm really looking forward to trying it with Old Tom Gin like it's supposed to be made.
Yep.
You
It's
probably
better.
didn't use nearly as much bitters as I did, though.
No.
No, I did about 3 dashes.
It was only about like 6 dashes for a quarter of an ounce, but my bottle flows a lot, which also makes me happy.
I'm going to use Ray of Frost,
Okay.
and that is a 19 on the dice to hit.
19 definitely hits. Yeah. This has been the weirdest, funnest fight, and I hate losing it.
It takes 7 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
From 0 to 0.
Happens if a creature has negative speed.
I don't know. We'll
It's
find
about
out.
to.
And it's
Just in case it
restrained,
manages
so
to stand back.
Right, yeah.
Morgan, it's
Twice.
restrained, so it
Twice,
has disadvantage on dexterity saves currently, and everybody has advantage on attack rolls on it. And its attacks have disadvantage.
If
fine, I'm
if I have
inside it.
advantage on it, then okay.
But it is
Just in
ranged.
case. Just in case, always roll.
Yeah. It's a straight roll.
You get to drink, motherfucker, if you roll better.
Right.
So always roll.
However, it's just a flat roll because it's prone at a ranged attack.
That's true. That's true.
It's restrained, though, so it gets advantage.
Prone at range gives disadvantage.
No, I'm talking... Whatever. So,
Whatever.
Just casting each other.
Yeah.
They use
Also, I feel
advantage
like
and
it's
disadvantage. It's so
It's
big.
a
it
house,
doesn't really help.
right? Like, who cares?
I mean, I'm on the inside going,
it's literally a house.
The carnival's knees are higher than me, although it's
Yeah.
prone.
Yes.
right? It just means that the house
I mean,
is like
it's still a
this.
house. Yeah, it's still a
It's
house.
still a house.
Like, for a moment there, it was a house with 15-foot legs. It's now a house. You know?
with 15-foot legs that are just shooting straight out.
Straight out, yeah.
Yeah.
That it?
I'm gonna have the flamethrower go again.
Nice.
Okay.
So it needs a dex save.
That's a 14, which I know fails.
You've done that 3 times, Morgan.
Mm-hmm.
And we also need to mark up Morgan's nat 1. Totally valid nat 1.
That's 12 points of fire damage.
Does anybody know what the restrained condition does?
just limits your movement.
Just limits
And
movement?
Speed is 0. You get advantage on all attacks. You get it gets disadvantage on all its attacks,
Okay.
and it gets disadvantage on the dexterity
Dexterity.
checks. Dexterity
Dexterity
saves.
saves. Okay.
But I also gave it disadvantage on all of its ability checks.
Okay.
So
Saves are not ability checks.
I know that. That's why I said it.
Scald, you're up.
It's pretty well immobilized, right, guys? I turn to everybody who's outside with me, and I go, do we feel like this is pretty well immobilized right now?
It just tried to kick us.
Until it's not.
If it's like, maybe we could tie it up.
I needed to make a strength saving throw.
That's a 22.
All right, it's fine. Really annoyed.
It has
I'm
a
gonna-
really good strength saving throw.
That's why I'm happy that I have both a dex save-based tentacle restraining ability and a strength-based tentacle restraining ability.
Well, it's built like a brick shit house.
It
You have
is.
to rely on that dex.
Well, I'm not going to stop trying with the strength one, okay? It could roll in that one. And then I shoot some Eldritch Blasts at it, for which I get a... Please hold. Sorry, these are on different pages for some reason. That's going to be a 16 to hit.
16 just misses.
Oh, then both of them miss. I'm clearly quite frustrated by this thing.
We roll separately for
Yep.
Also, you have advantage on those attacks.
You have advantage on both attacks.
Oh, I do. Okay, so the first one misses. The second one definitely hits. Let's roll to see if I get a 20. I do not. No. That's going to be 1 damage. I'm sorry, 6 damage. Oh. So that was 6 damage. Can you add 10 damage from my last turn? Because I forgot to add my agonizing blast.
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
You're lucky I'm a generous DM.
I know, and I appreciate it very much.
So
Like,
the house,
this is-
the exterior of the house. What was that?
I said this is borderline my first real spellcaster, you know?
Fair.
Wait, all has spells?
No. I mean, so he has spells. He doesn't do magic.
Right.
All right? There's a difference.
So the exterior, for those of you on the outside, the exterior of the house is looking pretty well scorched, as well as the chicken legs themselves are looking pretty scorched. Patrice.
I'm gonna shoot it again.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna quicken a spell. A firebolt. That's gonna hit. It's a 25.
Yep.
I'm gonna do it again as an action. Ooh, that one's gonna be close. That one's gonna miss, I bet. That's a 13, but
13
I have.
misses.
Hold on. Empower, favored by the gods. 13, roll 2d4. We also have. What's the other one I have? Magical guidance. That's ability checks. So with 2d8, that would be a 5. 13. Average 5. Yeah, I'm gonna use favored by the gods.
Okay.
So I get to roll 2d4 and add it to the attack roll.
Okay.
It's gonna be a 6, so now it's gonna hit.
Yes, it is.
Alright, so I'm gonna roll damage for both attacks. And then I'm gonna use that outer. Yeah, that's a good thing. You should. I'm gonna use the. It has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn again.
Okay.
D10. 3 damage fire to its knee joint, and a 10 damage fire to its knee joint. And I have to use
We're
2.
3 turns in. This is the third turn.
Yes.
Okay.
2 sorcery points.
I jumped in the house and searched. No, checked the bodies. I haven't searched the bodies. I checked the bodies.
Where's the... there it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Next up is Sark. I have this hilarious image in my head of Sark getting frustrated and just punching walls.
So here,
I don't think we're far away from that.
the problem is right now he's looking at the house as like a slightly different version of himself,
Fair.
Yeah,
and doesn't want to punch the house.
it's valid.
Even though I tried to eat it.
He didn't know. He's in the middle of trying to figure out why the bodies aren't moving either. Like He's very confused by a lot of things at the moment, but he's very like, the house is kind of a sentient construct. What is going on?
Right. At least semi-sentient.
Yeah. Sark's gonna shout to everyone outside and be like, I think the 3 ladies are dead. Can we stop trying to kill the house? And then I will go upstairs, try and go upstairs to the upper area just to look and see what's up there.
I need Scald, L, and Patrice to make perception checks for me, please.
Oof. Not good.
Patrice got a 14.
Okay.
8.
Okay.
3.
Yeah, none of you guys actually heard that.
A lot going on right now.
A lot going on.
We're very focused on trying to kill this house.
How much is your movement?
45 feet?
So you're able to get almost to the top of the stairs.
I burn a key point so I can get upstairs.
You're not wrong.
As you look up, you see that there's kind of like a small crawl space attic way up there. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Oh fuck. Drink. It's a 1.
Ah, shit.
Damn.
Hold on.
Hold on.
One second.
Good.
I'm just doing
I gotta pour a glass if I hate myself.
Yeah, I got to pour a glass
I'm
of
not.
eight.
I'm drinking good shit with my shots.
Everybody else is. It's just me and Curtis are
Masochist.
masochists. Yeah, exactly. I was trying to come up with another word, but
Drink,
it's really
motherfuckers!
the right word.
Double gasoline coming out.
Good reposado tequila will always make you feel better.
So it's a nat 1 for a 9.
My lord, because you didn't feel bad enough.
There. So, Sark, what you see is there is some sort of bundle of something.
So bad.
You're not sure exactly what it is in the center of this space.
Okay.
Next up is Sid.
Did Sid hear our buddy Sark?
Yes.
Sid heard Sark. Yeah. They're in the same room, so.
Can I start? Can I search the oldest looking one?
Well, how about before you say that, Sark, did you point out which one was which?
Now,
Oh.
I registered with that there were 3 bodies. They reflect the main the 3 ladies.
Mother, maiden, and crone.
Yes, thank you. I don't know why that fell out of my head. It shouldn't. But I definitely didn't voice that part as far as, oh look, maiden, mother, crone. I was just like, yep.
So you can search a body, but you don't know which one is which.
Fair enough. I will search the body nearest to me.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Now.
Drink, motherfucker!
No, I will not.
Oh my god.
Hey,
I'm drinking water. I'm not wasting any more good booze.
Oh,
No, you guys are done.
I'm done when the dice say I'm done.
Sickos.
I appreciate the dedication because I'm not. Nope, that's too many shots for me. And I've been pouring super small shots.
Yeah, I was
It's a
sipping.
sip.
Drink,
It's a
motherfuckers,
sip.
drink, motherfuckers, drink.
I'll pretend. I'll finish.
Ah,
Just keep rolling like this. It's gonna be SOA going on adventures with their new friends.
Sark will get out of it.
No, yeah, that's fair.
that's true. I used to drink this all night.
I need to go buy new dice.
I don't know.
Okay,
but
so it is now the hut's turn.
Grapefruit.
Jabba the Hutt?
I need it to make a
Shove the hut.
hold on. Let me see how it works when it actually is restrained. A creature restrained by the tentacles can use its action.
I think it still has to make a strength.
Yeah, I think it still needs to make a dexterity saving throw because it's starting its turn in the area.
So that's an 18.
Did he have a disadvantage?
No, thank you. Good reminder.
Yeah.
That's a 6.
So it's going to take 3d6 bludgeoning.
Okay.
It's going to be 5 damage.
Okay.
And it continues to be restrained. It can also use its action to make a strength or dexterity check.
Check or save?
Save.
Check.
Oh, it is check.
Disadvantage on
Check. So it gets disadvantage on that.
Doesn't it have anything else that you don't you get another one, a strength one?
So this is the only one that hit was the Everett's Black Tentacles.
But
so on the start of its turn, it has to make the dexterity save to see if it gets hit again. It can now choose to use its action to break out.
But the other one is on your turn.
The other one's on my turn. Yeah.
That's what I was getting at.
This is get out if it chooses to use its action in that way. It doesn't have to use its action that way, but it is currently restrained.
Sark and Sid, please roll d10s again and tell me which one's lower.
I got 6.
9.
Okay, so it's going to use its gaping maw on Sid. Jesus fucking...
2 creatures running around inside my head and my feet were tied up. I'd probably try to kill the things inside my head first. That's
Jesus fucking balls nuts.
Your head.
Yeah.
Pretty much everyone's rolling.
Yeah,
Morgan,
Uh-huh.
did you roll a disadvantage?
Hold on, no, but I'm trying to find my map here. So that's a 14 to hit, so I'm pretty sure that doesn't hit Sid.
What is my...
Just the name.
No, it hits.
It hits?
Disadvantage.
My AC is 12.
That is with disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah, it hits.
Okay, I gotta get some dice because I was not expecting this to hit. This is 60-12.
I mean, valid, yeah.
That's a lot.
How much?
6d12.
Hope you got a backup character.
Sark's got potions. That's 39 damage average.
30.
It's not good.
Shit.
It's not good when the DM hits, starts rolling damage, and says, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
You're like, all right, well.
You take 40 points
Those are gone.
of piercing damage, and you are now grappled.
Can't do math right now. I'm grappled.
Yep.
Shouldn't be enough to kill Sid outright, though.
No, not fully dead. Maybe unconscious,
wouldn't be
but
fully
not
dead.
fully dead.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hold on, I get to do something else now because I grappled you.
I rolled really well on the last level up. Thank God, because there were 2 where I rolled shit.
Yeah. So that was that.
Oh.
So now I get to roll another attack.
Oh,
Gaping maw attack against Sid. I hope this hits. I'm pretty sure it does. That's a 20-something to hit. So you don't take any more damage, but you are now swallowed.
Oh. What does that mean?
Uh-oh.
Sounds good.
From the Martinez peanut gallery over here.
Look, you're just.
So you were,
It's gonna be fine.
so you are now floating in an extra-dimensional space, Sid.
It was emo before emo existed.
That wasn't even good.
I mean, I like him. That doesn't make him good.
You're
So-
an extra.
Did you hear that, Sid?
Yeah, I'm in extra dimensional space. Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna have a backup character.
That's fun.
I mean, when Sark realizes you're gone, it's going to be possibly hole punching on walls. Like, where did you
Yeah.
go?
Yeah, that's
Where
fair.
did she go? Where did she go?
It is now Elle's turn.
I have no idea what happened inside, so
Yep, right?
No clue. No
I was
clue.
expecting that high damage.
Are you still right next to the legs?
I'm 20 feet away from them.
Okay.
I've always been 20 feet away from them.
Okay. I could have shut it.
I know.
I know.
That's why I said I'm 20 feet away from them when you decided not to shoot a fireball.
It's a 20-foot radius.
The issue is that the legs and the head talk, you know.
But I'm 20 feet away from the end of the feet.
I'm gonna use Ray of Frost. That is a 27 to hit.
That hits.
Go 5 feet, go to the knees, and I'm out of the range.
For 3 damage,
Okay.
and its speed is reduced by 10 feet, because that matters.
Sure does, bud. Sure does.
And then I needed to make a dex save.
I do love that this has had
Which
a
has disadvantage.
turn where it's been literally negative 10 feet of movement, right? That
Yeah,
makes me
yeah.
very happy.
Yeah.
Drink, motherfuckers. Drink, motherfuckers. Drink for a natural 1.
I'm gonna sleep good
We
tonight.
don't have any more booze
I
on
am
the
going
table.
to sleep real good tonight.
I still gotta wake up tomorrow.
Oh god.
No, we're.
I mean, I have something to do at 1.
Was that natural?
Really, right?
Totally valid 1 for Morgan.
Yes.
On there?
Go ahead and roll damage.
14 fire.
Jesus.
So normally I would say, how do you want this to end? But I'm not gonna let you do that because this is I've got a thing for it.
Fair.
As the turret spits out its gouge of flame, its tongue of flame from its barrel, you watch as the legs and then the entire house begin to disappear from existence.
Oh.
Fades.
Uh-oh.
But then it reappears in its original position, proper way up. No damage appears on the exterior.
God damn it.
The light on the windows is now not only lit, but also cascading outside the door itself. Sid, you see Sid laying in front of the porch, covered in a strange mucus. And then all of a sudden, for you, Sid, you just kind of felt like this pressure as you are expelled from the hut itself, and just blah, blah. And then I need Sark to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
I don't know if I want to fail or just succeed.
Been very good descriptive lately in my games, so I feel pretty good about that.
That's a 15.
You're so focused on this bundle that's in front of you that you don't really kind of realize what's happening. And all of a sudden, you feel yourself tumbling down some stairs as you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you fall.
No, I don't. I have slow fall as a monk. I reduce the damage by 5 times my monk level.
Perfect. It wasn't a fall per se. It was more of a roll. That's why I rolled a d4 instead of a d6. But I'm good with it.
I was like, I'll let you do it. Like, yeah, I have slow fall as a monk, where I reduce damage from falling by 5 times my monk level.
Totally fine. I'm cool with that. So, with all that being said, we've now been recording for an hour and 30 minutes. We're gonna take 15, maybe longer minute break, and we're gonna get some drinks, maybe, and then we'll be back in just a few moments.
I will make a drink.
Welcome back, everybody, to Campaigns and Concoctions, where we are very, very opinionated about what we have become as elder millennials when it comes to music. We may have to drop our.
We're not arguing about it, which is weird.
no.
People, we're just yelling over the top of each other in agreement.
Right. We just had as a
No! I'm also dead inside.
we just had as a group what normally just me and Morgan have together, which is yelling at each other aggressively in agreement.
So we're gonna. I think my hope is that in the next couple of weeks, everybody drops their elder millennial playlist album, or Spotify playlist in the Discord. So that's something you can really listen to.
Make it happen.
I'll have to try and remember that.
That's a tall order, Morgan.
Yeah, that's
I
a
know.
lot.
I know.
Let's throw it out there.
I already have mine.
I don't
have
have
it
any
all.
finished.
I mean, it's called screamy, feely music. So I mean,
Pretty good. It looks good.
so yeah,
So-
we'll do that and we'll share that. We'll
I think I'm just gonna name mine Dead Inside.
Yeah.
fair, and then we'll post some stuff on Instagram.
Side.
All right. So
Yes,
A Napster reference?
it's a Napster reference. Because Jesus is
Morgan,
taking a nap.
Before we move on, can you explain, like, when you say, like, elder millennial, is it, like, what we're wanting to listen to now, how we feel now? Or is it, like, an autobiographical list of shit, what it was like to listen to music growing up?
Yes.
Okay, I have an autobiographical list. It just needs to be updated.
No. I don't think you understand.
It's both. It's Yine.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes to
both.
both.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which,
Agreed.
if you haven't
So-
heard Flowers as like tester EP that's acoustic.
Oh.
Let's not get we're straying, guys. We're straying.
Okay. Deep breath.
Okay, back on. No, I needed that in my life though.
So, drinks.
Drinks.
Motherfucker.
All right, I'll go first. Curtis helped me name this, and thank God it's the perfect name for it. We named it the Fence Post.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
I like that.
pretty close to Gimlet with some stuff added in. Ounce and a half of gin. I used Leopold's and
Ooh, that's really
Saint
tasty.
George's for this one. So that's an ounce and a half of gin, half an ounce of liqueur 43, quarter ounce of Saint Germain elderflower liqueur, 3/4 ounce lime juice, and then a quarter ounce of demerara syrup. I think I preferred. I don't have that here, so I used honey syrup, and then 1 to 2 dashes of rhubarb bitters.
Yeah.
So it's delicious.
It's a very bright drink, but
It's
like,
very bright.
Yeah.
Like the day I made this was like our first 80-degree day here in Denver. So
I love how
and
it's
it hit the
basically
spot.
gone.
Yeah, it's totally already gone. Throw that in the trash.
It's like
Right,
that.
that does sound quite delightful. So, anything else we got on the table? I think I heard we got a paper plane.
I made a paper plane. I used Redemption Rye.
Fuck yeah.
It's John equal part style.
Equity parts.
Equity part
We
style.
call that
yeah.
equity parts.
Equity part style. So I doubled the rye in there. But yeah, paper plane, right? It's rye, Aperol, Amaro, Nonino, and lemon, and it's supposed to be equal parts, but I boosted it up a little bit.
Gotcha.
I think it's I prefer it this way.
I think next Monday I'm doing line work for the other 3 tentacles on my left arm, and my artist and I agreed the next time that she does line work on my left arm, we're going to do the line work on the paper plane on my right hand.
Ooh.
So I think I'm getting my paper plane tattoo next Monday.
The knuckle drinks?
I'm gonna have to do that separate probably.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna be getting 18 knuckle tattoos, right? So I'm gonna do that as like a separate kind of thing. But I believe we're gonna do the paper plane this coming, not tomorrow, but next
week from
Monday,
tomorrow.
a week from tomorrow.
So tomorrow, if you're listening to the podcast,
Yeah, if you're listening to the podcast, it will be tomorrow in real time that I'm getting my paper plane tattoo in the Paper Plane Club. The Paper Plane cocktail, which was created in 2008 in a city I don't remember by a bartender I don't remember.
Chicago, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was Chicago. That is the
Oh,
reason
yeah.
I'm a bartender. It is the reason I'm a bartender, is the Paper Plane. It is my
All
favorite.
right. So that's the drinks. So
Yeah.
there are 3 of you outside. Scald, Elle, and Patrice, as you watched as the house.
Sid got vomited out.
I'm on the porch.
That's right. Sid got vomited out. So there's 4 of you outside. There's 4 of you sitting outside as the house is reemerged in its original location. It's weird because there's like it almost feels like you fought this thing in a dream as the mist begins to rise again, except for there's no mist around the house. right? It's kind of like it's popped up and it's kind of disturbed that mist. And it's quiet, and there's a creak to the house. The light is casting out of the windows as well as the door frame itself, because that door now the one difference is that the door is no longer on its hinges. It's kind of laying on the porch. For you, Sark, you're sitting at the bottom of the stairs, kind of after you kind of bounced off that first stair and then slow fell yourself to where you're kind of standing at the base of the stairs. What would all of you guys like to do?
I'm gonna walk up to Sid, and I'd like to see if Sid is injured.
Make a medicine check. I almost said a health check.
Potion?
We all do.
I do.
Where the fuck is medicine? There it is.
That's gonna be a 6.
You think he's okay? Or she's okay? You think she's okay?
So I run a finger through the mucus on Sid. I look her dead in the eye and I go, kind of sucks, doesn't it? And I flick it away, and then I snap my fingers and prestidigitation all the mucus off of Sid.
Nice.
And then I walk into the building.
Cool.
I go up the stairs
So-
to figure out what that package was that I didn't get to.
As Skull walks in, Sid kind of goes over. I get the feeling the pestle and mortar are probably gone. And kind of a defeated tone.
So here's how we're gonna do this. So first, we'll get to you in a minute, Sark. But so we're gonna kind of re-describe this now that it's standing up and upright. What it looks like is everyone walk. I'm assuming everyone's following. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
As you walk in, you look to your left and you see that there is kind of like it's almost like a small dining area. There is a table with 3 chairs. It's not round. It's kind of long. There definitely can be some more chairs. Lining the left wall and the walls between the windows are shelves with spell components and all kinds of the weirdness that you would just imagine a backwoods Louisiana witch, what the fuck they would be having on their walls, and that's what you're seeing. And then it's also the same on the there's a shelf that comes out perpendicular to the back wall that has and it's see-through. And as the 4 of you are entering, you watch as Sark is going up the stairs, and on that right side where you'd see on the other side, there's a couple of rocking chairs sitting there. And then everyone sees that as you're looking on the left side, you see the 3 corpses that are sitting there. They're slowly desiccating. They're recognizable as women, but they're not more recognizable than that. They seem to be wearing all like homespun dresses that are wearing them. They're faded, but at one point they were colored. You see a door to the left that leads to a back room. As Sark, as you walk up, you walk into this attic space and you see what seems to be kind of about somewhere between 5.5 and 6 foot long, kind of like cigar shaped package that's wrapped in some sort of material.
I will cautiously approach it and kind of start interacting with it almost like a mortician or more crap, I'm forgetting the name of it now. Coroner.
There we go. I was trying to find it too.
So
was like,
make an
report.
investigation check for me, please. Or actually, you know what? I don't want investigation. I'm going to give you a choice. I think these are the same, but I'm going to ask anyway. So nature or medicine?
I'm proficient in medicine though.
There we go.
No, that's why I give you guys choices.
Fuck.
Again.
Jesus Christ.
No!
Oh, my
No! No!
No.
No?
No.
Look.
It's a 9 because it's a natural.
Proudest moment of my life, they said no to Malort.
Look. Oh, God.
Oh.
I'm not what I would call a humble person.
Jesus.
I'm going to end that statement there.
That is 100% accurate, John, and I love you.
Yeah.
Failed me. Damn it.
Ugh.
So it's a natural 1 for a total of 9.
Jesus Christ.
I do feel
So-
like we splash.
So you begin pressing on this thing. It has the consistency of paper mache, right? But eventually when you're pressing on it, you kind of press too hard, and it presses in and rips open, right? And you get a gust of cold air that busts out of it. I know there's a whole conversation. I couldn't hear it, so I'm ignoring all of you.
No, it's fine. It's
Please
fine.
do.
John and Curtis are about to do aerosolized Malort because of that natural one.
How many squirts? How many squirts?
The first one didn't go.
Okay, good. I don't like it. That did not make. That
Okay.
does not spark joy.
It's not better.
Sark. Sark.
It is. Less
Okay, guys.
Yeah, we're here.
Stark, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stop and do I have it yet? I'm gonna break out like the healer's kit, but it's definitely like my medical tool roll, and just be like, "Oh, are you in here yet?"
If I'm in the room, yeah.
You're not in the inside the building, right? But you're hearing kind of that muffled call, but you can make out the words, right? So
I'll head upstairs then.
okay.
Before I head upstairs, I'm gonna walk past Sid and just like pat her on the upper arm and say, "Looks like you had fun in here," and cast Cure Wounds.
Tons of fun.
Oh.
Wasn't that bad?
Fucking Sark.
You get 10 points.
All right.
I didn't actually know Sid disappeared.
Do I see this? Can I roll to see this?
What are you trying to see?
Sid becoming less injured.
Yes. You don't need to roll. It's pretty obvious.
All right.
As soon as is not subtle.
Yeah, that's fair. As soon as I see that, I'm like, oh shit, my bad. And I walk up and I give you 7 more hit points.
And before you do all that math, I'm gonna cast Healing Word with a bonus with meta magic. So I'm gonna twin it, which means I use a sorcery point, and I'm gonna cast it on myself, and I'm gonna cast it on Sid, which means I need to roll a d4.
This was a team building exercise.
Nice. That I was a part of.
4 plus
Accurate.
5, so that's 9 hit points. But you also get
I was at least here.
3d6
Made some really good
temporary
cocktails
hit
tonight.
points.
You did make some really good cocktails.
Because I'm using my outer shard essence of good, or outer essence shard of good.
I think it was his team building.
You
free.
Yes.
Yeah,
Doesn't
yeah,
open
10,
for
hit,
what?
10
Cool.
temporary hit points.
Walked away.
Well, to be fair,
to be
fair.
it built the team with you for us.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
So L now has entered the room. And L, what you see is that Sark is kneeled in front of kind of like a 5.5 to 6 foot long cigar-shaped kind of paper mache, almost cocoon. And there is a small tear in it where Sark has ripped it open accidentally.
Also gross.
Can I see through that tear?
It's about I don't got a good size for it. It's about the size of the top of a beer can.
So a couple inches.
Yeah.
I'll make it bigger if I have to. It's already been torn once. But someone's gonna go with what it already has.
So as you open it, you can see on the inside. I need you to make a perception check for me, please.
You sure it's not investigation?
Yep.
It's worth a shot. Gotta be fucking kidding me.
No.
No.
Oh my God.
Right, motherfucker.
No.
20 or 1?
One.
What the?
Apparently, it's not doors in this room. It's unknown objects.
Just looking at it.
It is somehow worse.
It is somehow worse.
As you get all the
As you look in and make it bigger, you're not sure exactly what you see, but you see something wrapped in some sort of like cloth-like material.
I'm gonna continue cutting it open then.
Okay, you just keep opening it and open it. There is a bit of a space between the actual material itself and what's in. And eventually, as you open it up, you come to realize that there's a sentient creature on the inside.
What the fuck?
And you open it and open it and open it, and you find yourself looking at a comatose SOA.
Oh.
Why do people keep showing up in the weirdest fucking places? Well,
Sark's gonna gently, because I don't have electricity.
Quotes. Heavier.
Yeah, right.
Thump the heart into motion. Or at least attempt to.
Are you going to check and see if the heart's pumping before you do this?
Sure.
I will.
I have a healer's kit too.
One of you go ahead and roll a medicine check to see if you can detect a heartbeat with SOA.
That's a 14.
Okay. Yeah, so you're able to detect that SOA, while not awake, is alive, and it seems that her heart is pumping.
Mm-hmm.
I need SOA to roll a D100 for me, please. See, what happens when you miss a session, guys, is that the DM has to find some weird way to make sure that you're not there, yet at the same time be there.
66.
Okay.
666?
No, it's a D100, right?
Fuck, God damn it.
I think
Roll a d6.
roll a d6.
Please roll these. I just want to see if it hits. I want to see if it hits.
I do.
Okay.
Damn it!
So,
It's 6'5".
so I cataloged a book this week where it was about marijuana, and the number on the call number was 666, and it made me very happy.
Yes, I love it.
So good. So good.
Okay, thank you, SOA. So you guys see, she is kind of in that like Tutankhamun kind of thing. The arms are crossed to her shoulders. She is laying very straight, looking straight up, eyes open. They're a little bit glazed and hazy, but she is there, just ready to go. So what are you guys gonna do?
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on her.
Okay.
Better than my reaction. I'm gonna wait for you to do that.
That's. Let me double check what I'm adding to that. So, ability modifier. So that is 11 hit points.
So you watch as the spell is cast. Nothing happens, not because the spell has no effect. It's just the fact that it seems like there is nothing there for you to cure through that spell. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to think. Scald,
Yes.
Sid, and Patrice. What are you guys doing?
We're not upstairs. We don't see SOA.
No, only Eldus said that he was going to go upstairs.
I'm probably inspecting the 3 corpses.
Okay,
Or
so you,
seeming corpses.
okay. What about Sid and Patrice?
Patrice would like to look at the spell components that are on the walls and things, and specifically wants to see if there's anything that's alive that might need to be fed.
Okay. And then Sid, are you still looking for the mortar and pestle?
I think Sid thinks it's gone. Can Sid see if, like, where the house originally was? If there's any Like kind of like a tracking, like is there any markings of like people leaving?
A marking of what? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
If there's any signs of somebody leaving where the house was, like I'm suspicious, but because there's dead bodies, that somebody came and took it.
Okay.
Somebody left.
So I need each of you. So I need all 4 of you, or all 3 of you guys, to make investigation checks for me, please.
Does that include me?
Yes.
You're the 3.
Oh man!
There it
Why
is.
is that not in the box?
But you know whose was? My D20 was in the box.
God damn it.
A happy drink.
Cocktail.
I don't even have to spray Malort in my face.
Away from that.
We definitely need to upgrade y'all's audios because you guys are getting clippy as hell.
I was thinking
Sorry.
about it today. I almost
We're very
did it.
loud. We're very loud. I got a 10 on my whatever the fuck check.
Okay.
Mine is it was
Investigation. It was investigation.
15.
Okay.
21 for Patrice.
What was the total?
21 for
21
Patrice.
for Patrice.
So
That should-
for you, Scald,
Yes.
you find kind of weird small knickknacks on all 3 bodies, right? You seem to find the remnants of like a small rat in one of them. Looks like maybe it was a pet of some kind, but like shit like that, like little knickknacks and everything. You don't find much of anything. However, I will say that you find evidence of their bodies taking massive amounts of damage from, like, you've been around enough to see combat damage, both magical and non-magical, and these all 3 of these bodies have it.
Okay.
Right.
I pop everything I find on them, and I note the damage.
Okay. Sid, you don't find anything that looks like anyone has exited since these bodies have fallen. Right? It looks like they've been around. All of the dust and everything that has situated looks like it sits around the same time as the bodies themselves. So it doesn't look like anyone has actually come into the house since this has happened. And it is a lot of dust and it's a lot of dirt. So it seems like there's not anything that suggests that someone has been in here and taken anything since these 3 women have died.
Okay.
And then
I'm gonna just
hold on.
Okay.
Patrice, you are looking through all of the spell components.
Correct.
Don't find anything that's alive. Everything seems to have been properly processed and is ready for spells. But because it was a natural 20, there is something that catches your attention. It is a small receptacle that is black stone and has a wood thing that hangs out of it. You find the mortar and pestle of the 3 ladies.
Nat 20 for a win.
There we go.
Okay, did we know that it was supposed to be black?
You knew it was a mortar and pestle. There wasn't a big description about what it was.
I'm gonna say, hey Sid, I think this is what we're looking for.
Well, that would explain why. I guess my hunch was wrong that whatever killed these things took what we're looking for.
Well, 300 plat. Is that what we heard? Like this is so. Who's gonna carry this? Sid, I'm gonna hand it to you. between Skull and Sid, I just hand it to Skull. I hand it to Sid. Be like, you take this. And so I grab it off the shelf.
I don't know fuck all
I
about
pause for dramatic effect in case something happens.
Be clear.
But I just grab
do
it.
magic.
I don't do magic.
Morgan,
Sorry, I'm hearing too much stuff. Sorry, what was it you said?
I grab it off the shelf. Does anything happen?
No.
I hand it to Sid
So aggressive.
and for safekeeping.
Okay, perfect.
It's bad it's not getting used.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't have any truly to put in.
And then I go looking for my other comrades.
So they have gone upstairs.
All right, I go up there.
My corner store gives it to me for
Sid and Scald, what are you guys doing?
Okay, I want to try.
the inverse of a stunning strike, basically.
Oh, okay.
Trying to give
That makes sense.
SOA the hiccups by punching her in the diaphragm.
Go ahead. Give it a go.
More sense now that you explained it.
Oh my god.
When you
know
said
what?
the inverse of a stunning strike, I was like, that's not.
I'm just gonna start rolling a new character.
It's
It's a
not
simple solution. I just want to see if you guys can figure it out. It
Okay.
really is. It's not a hard solution.
What role did you ask for?
I didn't ask for anything. I said okay. I don't know. I don't know.
Does that do anything?
I'm gonna spend the key point. Like I'm just gonna.
Yeah. Spend the key point. Does that do anything?
I'm not gonna have you roll. It doesn't do anything. Right.
I walk over to SOA and I pour a potion into her mouth.
Nothing happens.
Okay, well, I have one less potion.
I walk over to SOA.
Oh,
I put my hand on her shoulder and I say, and I shake her, and I say, SOA, SOA, it's your best friend Patrice.
As Patrice is doing this, I'm lightly slapping you on the cheek. I'm not saying anything. I'm just lightly slapping you on the cheek.
Nothing seems to be happening right now to SOA.
Sark's going to fireman carry her out of the house.
As soon as you lift her out of the space of the cocoon, you hear her take a massive intake of breath. And she awakens. Told you it was a simple solution.
That's super fair. That's super fair.
It was a team effort.
Yeah, exactly.
It
Yes.
was a team effort.
That is the
Go
Final
team.
Fantasy VII
Everything
level
we
up
did was
sound.
equally
That's
important.
exactly what that should be.
I know what that sound is.
Yeah.
It was
I
probably a
was saying it
combination
for
of
the
everything we all did
millennials that are
together.
watching.
So
Yeah.
as
And they're watching our podcast that's all audio.
as Sark lifts SOA out of the space that was this cocoon, you hear SOA take the deep breath, and her eyes, the hazy film dissipates from her eyes, and she looks around and she kind of starts swinging a little bit.
The fuck?
Patrice gets hit. He takes one in the jaw.
Skald laughs as SOA clocks Patrice. And when SOA says, "What the hell?" Skald grabs SOA by the face and looks her dead in the eye and says, "What the hell?"
I don't fucking know. I followed all of you through a portal.
And then?
That's it.
No, you didn't.
No and then?
No, and then.
That's
And then? No, and then.
You were wrapped in a house with 3 dead goddesses.
I wouldn't call them goddesses.
I'm presuming they are because the house woke the fuck up.
Yeah, it's just a walking
Wait.
house.
What did I miss?
A lot. You missed a lot. Where the fuck were you?
This.
I don't remember anything after walking through the portal.
Also, I'm sorry for the bruises coming. And then I just turn around and go downstairs.
Skald pulls a flask from his belt, takes a big swig, and hands it to SOA.
That's why it takes a gigantic swig off of that
Yeah,
flask.
yeah, it's the good rum. It's the good rum.
Patrice grabs the flask and takes a much smaller swig off.
Yeah. And when Patrice does that, Skald puts his hand on Patrice's shoulder and is like, "I'm proud of you."
That's why he takes it back. Another swig. Back to Skull.
Yeah. Skald takes another swig and puts it back. Puts it away. Do you remember anything? Like, you said, wait. Which portal do you remember following us through? We've been through a few portals now. Which portal do you remember most recently?
We were in a cave, right?
Yeah, you were there.
Because Matt wasn't there.
No, it was so she was there during the cave. You guys lost her after you guys had entered the portal. You don't know where between the portal and the lake that you guys lost her.
You don't remember anything after the portal?
No.
Nothing.
Just this. this,
Okay,
this
all right.
glowing conversation that we're having.
Yeah, this is a glowing conversation. Yeah.
I'm
we're
glad our
definitely-
friendship has brought you back to us.
Oh, Jesus.
You got any more booze?
Yep, and I hand the flask back to SOA. But before I hand it back, I take a swig. And then I hand it back to SOA. And I, like, gently, tenderly palm Patrice's face as I take the swig.
A slight mush.
Just the most subtle of mushes to Patrice's face as I take a swig and hand it to SOA.
A little more than a shh. It's a.
It's not a shush, and it's not a push. It's a mush.
Well, great news. We can go home. I found the mortar and pestle.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, it's right here. Well, Sid has it. I gave it to
Okay.
Sid. You were there when I found it. You should have paid.
I wasn't.
You were
paying
probably
attention.
busy with those dead ladies.
I was mostly paying attention to the fact that our friend SOA, who's standing next to me,
Good friend.
was not breathing and was in a weird cocoon.
You realize that as you're looking at it now because you weren't upstairs before.
Yeah, what?
Correct.
Oh,
And-
what is that?
What's what?
I point to the cocoon that I was in.
I don't know a fucking cocoon that you were in. Why were you in a cocoon, SOA?
Fucking no.
Do you have wings
Question
now?
as I'm like downstairs.
Do I have
listening
wings
to the
now?
Does he
conversation.
have wings now?
Say again? No, he does not have wings. Or she does not have wings.
Did the out? You say paper mache, so not silk-like
Yeah.
at all, not like spider silk at all.
No, not at all. No.
Sark is very uninterested then.
Well,
I'm gonna go to the back room that the only person that looked at couldn't see anything and just see what's in that back room.
Can I like detect magic on this fucking cocoon that I was in?
You can. Give me a second.
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot.
When in doubt, cast detect magic.
I mean, you're not wrong.
No wrong.
That's
Y'all,
not Sark's
is there
philosophy.
any writing that you've seen around? Since you put up detect in the last session, you put up
Comprehend languages.
languages.
Let me double check how long that lasts.
About 10 minutes.
I think it might be more.
I really wanted you to call that detect words.
Detect word.
Awesome.
Right? Like that? Like I cast detect
It
words.
lasts 1 hour.
So you're
What you get from detect magic SOA is obviously the cocoon itself is magic. There is the kind of underlying magic of being in this space that is the in-between. Matt, you understand the in-between pretty well. There's a kind of like this background radiation of magic that just permeates the space that is the in-between. Matt obviously knows a lot more than SOA does.
Sure.
The one thing that you do get from the cocoon is the school is dunamancy.
Oh. Interesting.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Totally makes sense.
With a hint of invention. Because invention magic plays a huge part in my world. I love it. It's my favorite.
Okay. Well, there's some wobbly wobbly timey wimey space shit going on there. That's about all I got.
So magic.
Yeah, but like the
I mean, there about have to be for you to beat us here.
So magic.
Pretty much.
Okay.
but not like a portal like we came through, right? Like more.
There's different kinds of magic.
You actually made it through the portal?
But yeah, that's the last thing I remember is walking through the portal.
Yeah, where were you? Come on, Al.
Do you just not listen to what I say?
Not all the time, no.
Yo. That's fair.
That's fair.
I get distracted sometimes.
I need everyone but SOA to make an insight check, please.
That's not good. I failed.
Oh my god.
I didn't crit fail, but I failed.
I didn't know. I just garbage rolls tonight.
I'm tired of them.
But hey, nobody
Hey.
rolled.
Use your sorcery point.
Is there a passive insight that I could use here?
So passive insight would be 10 plus your insight.
Yeah, so 11. Let's go
Okay.
with 11.
I'm good with that. I'm okay with that.
Okay, cool. Because that's better than 8.
The
Yeah.
same as my roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I got too.
Exactly.
I got a 15.
Okay.
All right,
Oh no!
bet 20 though.
Nat 20.
Bet 20. We're good.
So we don't have to spray Malort in our mouths.
No, we don't. We probably will anyway, right?
Just
Fucking
remind me,
motherfucking drink.
we could spend a sorcery point to reroll.
You know what?
X, right? Basically.
Any d20. pretty
Since
much.
we didn't do shots of Malort for the last 2 nat ones, I'm going to spray Malort in my mouth.
Why?
I'll do it too.
Yeah.
Because I'm on team.
Fucking kiss.
Team us.
Look, this is Team Us, all right?
Team Us.
I'd like to no longer sit next to John.
That's a logistical question that will have to come
Okay.
up before the.
So for just to make it easy, for anyone who rolled over a 10, you remember
Rolled or has a passive over a 10?
the total of over a 10. So yours too.
Great!
It's,
We're in.
It's inside.
Yeah.
You remember
There's passive everything.
the shit that that Scald recalled about the in-between and the kind of weird, dangerous space that the 6 of you find yourself in, right?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
I'm looking in the back room quickly and then wanting to get the hell out.
So the back room is nothing more than like it's foodstuffs that have gone rancid.
Oh,
Dope.
I could smell that shit.
L.
Okay.
If there's nothing that immediately stands out as useful for spell components or anything else, then he's gonna say we should get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Being in the weird god place with 3 possibly dead, possibly gods is probably not a good thing.
As I said last time, tread lightly, walk with purpose. Sid has the purpose for us to be here. Let's go.
Yeah.
There's
think
no such thing as gods. Just want to put that out there. They're not real.
There's gods. They're just the biggest cons around.
Okay, I accept Sark's explanation of gods.
It's a handy title, that's what they call themselves.
Yeah, but like,
Anyways, this is
Okay,
not a place
less
to lay.
theology, more getting the fuck out of here, please.
I think as Sid leaves, Sid does like. Is
That's
very,
it's not the fucking door.
Sid is very curious about what caused their demise, and like is looking.
do
Just
you
really,
say anything?
like just.
I mean, that's a legit question. Do you say anything?
I'm thinking. Does Sid say anything?
Because you did watch as Scald inspected those bodies.
Okay, yeah.
No, I don't think she would. I think
Well, so here's the thing, Sid. You've got to realize that everyone else is leaving the fucking house. Would Sid stay there just to satisfy her curiosity? That's the question.
It's a fair question.
she's gonna take a glance, a lingering glance. Roll at disadvantage.
I no, I would say it would take long. You're gonna to get an answer to that kind of a question. You're gonna actually have to take some time to inspect the bodies, which is gonna require your friends to not leave.
No, she'd follow her friends. If she had to make a choice, she'd follow her friends.
Okay, cool. That's fair. But make an insight check for me real quick.
And
Nope. 4.
Well, you don't remember much, but you remember both Sark and Scald, the S's, have both inspected the bodies. You do remember that.
We're the S's. I like that. That's good.
Okay.
as Sark kind of like heads
Around
out,
the S.
he's gonna pat the outside of the house,
The S's and the S's.
kind of like patting a dog kind of thing, like, but it's an apology. It's like,
Okay.
sorry, we kind of kicked the shit out of you.
It's over.
and I was part of it, but I didn't do anything.
For sure.
And then walk off the porch.
You almost feel like a release of energy as you do that, Sark, that you get this kind of like almost a recognition, like an understanding, right?
They'll definitely be like mid-stride pause and be like, no, I felt that, and then keep going.
So as the six of you make your way back up the path past the slowly babbling brook to the left-hand turn into the cave, it's a fairly uneventful yet stressful return to the cave and to the portal. Nothing happens, but like just being in this space is slightly terrifying based on all of your experiences. You come to the portal and there's nothing between you and the portal. You guys all step through?
Before we go through, do we want to put the mortar and pestle in the extra dimensional space?
Sid, yeah, that's
Possibly
a good idea.
make it
Let's
harder
take it
to
off the, because that would take it off of the
Radar?
right?
Not the right term for it.
Like it would take it out of being.
Couldn't scry on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be much harder to locate that.
They could still maybe find it if they knew exactly what they were looking for, but if that's the case, we're already kind of fucked anyway.
So Sid will hand over the mortar and pestle to Elle.
Elle won't take it. He's just gonna hold the bag open so she can put
So
it in.
I'll drop it in, and like Sid kind of glances around the space in between. The stuff legends are made of, huh?
Sark is definitely hanging out at the entrance out of the cave and waiting for everyone else to walk through.
So does after the pet mortar and pestle is dropped into the bag of holding, what is everyone doing besides Sark? I know what Sark's doing.
As soon as it's in the bag of holding, Elle's gonna walk through.
Everyone else follows?
Patrice is gonna say a quick prayer before he walks through the portal.
Okay.
He's going to hold his staff with both hands, interlacing his fingers, and he's going to lean his head forward so his head touches the cool glass up against his forehead. And he's going to say to himself, "Am I still a child, or am I grown? I never question the great unknown." And then he says, "Thank you, Levinar." And then he walks through the portal.
I wouldn't mind if somebody wants to make sure I get through.
I have my arm over SOA's shoulder.
Perfect.
Okay.
Exactly.
And I'm
No, they're about the same.
Oh, they're about the same height.
We're about the same height. Yeah, we're the same height.
You guys are
5'6", yeah.
Yeah, I'm 5'8". Both in the game and in
very tall.
reality.
That doesn't
I just
my
assume
characters.
every elf is
But
6'4".
as-
That's in my head.
As I'm walking with SOA under my arm, I am simultaneously tugging on my flask of rum and force feeding rum into SOA's mouth as we walk through.
It's not really force feeding.
Yeah, I'm cheating. I'm baby birding. I'm baby birding. Yeah, I'm mama birding it. Yeah.
As
No.
the two of you have no problem getting through the portal.
A little bit of that. Yeah. A little bit of mouth to mouth.
Sid, you walk through the portal?
I think Sid glances at Sark. What do you make of this all? Like, what? Did you see anything on the bodies? Like, what caused their deaths?
I think there's three beings that are meant to be the goddesses that are dead, and we just took something from their house. I don't want to be in this realm because I don't feel like punching them would actually succeed at the moment if they come back.
I believe in you. That's all Skald says. As you say that, Skald looks you dead in the eye.
Walks through the portal.
Yeah.
Skald looks you dead in the
Very
eye
good at punching.
as Skald pours rum into Esway's mouth and says, "I believe in you," and then walks the two of them through the portal.
Sark looks at Sid and goes, "Do you really think our group is heroes?"
I missed that.
Yep.
I walked through the portal before that. God damn it!
Sid will lean really close.
That was a setup for Skjald.
You know what's that?
I'm here for a reason, and whether I'm a hero or not, I think there's a destiny. Shall we go? And she'll reach out her hand to Sark.
Patrice puts his hand out.
You did not go through!
On three.
Patrice puts his hand out and grabs
I thought you went
says, to our
You
destiny.
already you already went through though, Patrice.
I don't remember walking through the. If I went through the portal, I'm not there. I'm sorry.
You said your prayer and then you walked through.
Yeah, you're
That's
right.
fair.
That's
That's
fair.
fair.
Okay.
I wasn't there.
Okay.
That would have been perfect if you were there, but
It's so much funnier than Patrice is there.
I think Patrice might be
I
there.
think Patrice is
So hang on.
Patrice is there.
That just ain't Patrice spoke to its bed back through the portal and says
No, hang on.
it's fucking funny.
Random roll to figure out what was going on
Okay.
there. It was a nat 20.
Drink, motherfucker, drink.
Oh my god.
Cheers.
Don't drink if you got to drive, dude. That's fine. I'm gonna drink it off tonight.
But I think that Sark would then grab Sid's hand and go, I hope it's fucking destiny. And then go through the portal.
Yes!
Nice. That's hot.
so the 6 of you have made it now through the portal.
We made it through the portal.
You continue to walk, and the Shirlene is sitting there waiting for you. Actually, a little bit higher than usual. You can tell that Captain McKenzie is ready. Like he took your warning seriously. He is
Good.
prepared for a hasty exit. A caving ladder has been lowered down for the 6 of you to climb up. As you approach, you all successfully make it back into the Shirlene.
Good, because I've fallen off these ladders before.
Sark would
Few
hold
times,
the bottom.
few times.
And
Sark
that is where we'll pick up in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
So there we go. So yeah, that was quite the adventure tonight, my friends. Just a little bit of housekeeping for everyone out there who does listen. And I see you guys on our analytics. I do know that you're out there, and I appreciate all of you. We are going to take at least our next session off, maybe 2. We all just need a little bit of time together as friends and family to get together and just kind of rejoice in the love that we have for each other. So we're just going to take a little bit of space, and we're not going to record D&D for the at least next session, maybe 2. We just want to let you guys know, keep you guys in the loop of what is happening. We just, we've been recording now for over a year, and sometimes we just need to take a break. And so I'm super excited for that we've done this, but we're just going to have some fun together as friends and drink and play some other board games. And that's what we're going to do. So, but until now and then, is there anything that anyone's got to say?
Just we love you guys.
Yep.
And I love these guys, and I love you, Morgan. You guys are awesome.
So, as always, thank you for joining us on this adventure of cooperative storytelling. If you like what you hear, please like, subscribe. If you're on Apple Podcasts, give us a review. It really does help. I can always tell when someone either shares or gives a review because our listens go through the roof. So please do that. If you want to engage with us in a little bit more of a personal space, click on the interwebby here link in the description to get to our Discord, our Instagram, all of those things. Thank you again for joining us, and until next time, drink well.
Wow.